Hey guys, this is Axel and welcome back to the Merecraft server. I'm running here along the road and today we're gonna continue the we're not gonna continue the road, we're gonna continue the AMA session from last time. So I'm gonna answer the rest of the questions hopefully, and we're not gonna continue on the road because I don't want to do 2 whole episodes in a row where I just work on a dumb road. We're gonna see where we left off, and I'm probably gonna work on it some more after or before next episode. But right now, I want to go caving. So I have a silk touch here. I have a normal pick and a few extra. Some food, a fire resistance potion should I fall into lava. I have my bucket of caving. And I don't really know if there's a cave out here, so I'm just gonna go looking for one. But let's see, this is where we got to, and it's right before we hit the land, so I don't know what I'm gonna do once I hit the land. I'm probably gonna make the road go above the mountains over here, but only 150 more blocks on the X, and then like 800 more blocks on the set. So that's like 900 more blocks we need to move. Times that with it's like 4 blocks wide, so it's not too bad. So yeah, I'm gonna continue on that off screen, but right now I'm hoping to find a cave somewhere here so we can go down caving, and I'm probably gonna find that, and then I'm gonna be right back with you guys. This is a really cool place. Maybe I'm gonna make like a middle station here, some kind of thing, build something. I think this crafting table is mine. Well, be right back once I find a cave. It shouldn't be too hard, since this is Extreme Hills Plus. So guys, I found a cave. It's right in here by this creeper. I just dug down from the Extreme Hills Plus, and then I heard a cave bat, so I dug my way to it. Somewhere in here. So let's get to answering some questions while I look around this cave and see if I can find anything good. Hopefully some diamonds, since I'm running kind of low. So first question. Rosie O'Donnell, Mariah Carey, Lady Gaga, Mary Kill Fuck. And I have to apologize because I don't even know who Rosie O'Donnell is. I know Mariah Carey is kinda hot, so I'm gonna say fuck. I'm gonna say kill Lady Gaga, because I don't really like her. And I'm gonna say marry Rosie O'Donnell, even though I don't even know who she is. Because that's the kind of guy I am. So next question is, and that was from Tank, I'm pretty sure. If you were going to die and the only thing that would save you would be having a limb amputated, which limb would you prefer to lose? That's a good question. Probably like I don't know. Like I was gonna say a foot, but it's gonna be kind of annoying not being able to walk. It's not gonna be an arm or anything, because I don't want to lose anything that makes me unable to play music, play guitar or piano or anything like that. So yeah, I'm gonna say a foot. If I could get some sort of I don't know what you call it, but like fake foot, so I could still walk. Then I would choose a foot, even though it would kind of creep out the ladies. So yeah, let's see. Vanilla or chocolate? If you mean ice cream, then vanilla, because I don't like chocolate ice cream. If it's some sort of weird thing, or if it's just the ingredient, then definitely chocolate, because like who just eats vanilla? um, I don't really know. And I like chocolate too. I actually have a chocolate Christmas calendar where each day I get a piece of chocolate from a Danish fabricant called Tums, and it's like really cool chocolate bars or caramel thing. Each day it's something delicious. So yeah, like both chocolate, like chocolate if it's the ingredient, but vanilla if it's like the ice cream flavor. Now let's see what else. Favorite music genre and group. I'm not really gonna be able to pick a genre because I like so many different genres. Um, but probably the one that I listen to the most is like just alternative rock. In the style of like Radiohead and stuff like that. I love like Brit rock too, like Arctic Monkeys, and that kind of stuff. But I also really like um, some kinds of funk, like Red Hot Chili Peppers stuff, rock funk, and a bunch of stuff. Talking Heads. But my favorite group is probably Red Hot Chili Peppers, because I've loved them since I was just a little kid, or no, since I was like 12, and I have all their albums, and I just think the combination of musicians in Red Hot Chili Peppers is perfect, except for the singer. He's not too good, but you learn to love him when you start like listening to the band. And I've read his biography and stuff like that. But my favorite member is John Frusciante, the guitarist. He's like probably my biggest idol if I have to choose like a celebrity, or not celebrity, but a somewhat famous person to be my idol. That would be him, because he's an amazing personality. He's a great musician. To me, he's like the Da Vinci of modern music, and yeah, he's amazing. So, if you played American football, what position would you play? I don't even know the American football positions. I never watched American football, so I'm gonna say quarterback because that's the only position that I really know, which is pretty funny. Um, so yeah, and next question: if someone gave you $1,000 today, what would you do with it? I would probably buy a bass guitar. That's one of the things that I really want right now. I don't have one, and I like to play bass, and I want to play more bass, and I'm kind of in a band where I play bass, where we're just practicing, but we want to play some funk stuff like Tower of Power, early Red Hot Chili Peppers and Talking Heads and stuff like that. So it would be cool to get a bass just to improve my skills on the bass guitar. And yeah, if you got $1 million, then I would save up a bunch of stuff, or a bunch of money. I would still buy a guitar. Um, I would move out into into an apartment. That's what the money that I wouldn't put in the bank, I would keep or invest. I would probably invest, and then like half, and then keep some. Go live in an apartment alone. Buy a better computer, a stationary computer, a bass guitar, and a Fender Telecaster or Stratocaster, I don't know. a good guitar, and then save the rest. But I would probably end up buying like a bunch of albums, records, LPs and stuff, and a really good stereo and stuff like that, and a car. So yeah, that would be like half of that money gone. I don't know, and then save up the rest. Actually, a question from Bian, another guy on the server, or Bayan. I don't know how you should pronounce his name. It doesn't mean anything. I asked him. But he asks favorite Hollywood actor. Oh, okay. Maybe I shouldn't have picked that one because I don't really watch too much. Let me think of one. There's this actor that I like, but I can't really remember who it was. Oh, the guy who played Ray Charles. Oh yeah, Jamie Foxx. And then there's this other actor that I like too. I don't know. I have some Danish actors that I like, but you haven't heard of them, so. Ooh, randomly found iron. Maybe there's a cave. 'Cause I thought I heard a zombie. No, maybe not. Okay, kind of running out of caves here if I don't find a new one soon. But I do hear zombies. I do think there's a bunch of stuff that I've just walked past. Anyways, next question. Favorite Bollywood actor from Tank. I don't know any Bollywood actors, so sorry about that. Favorite politician, government leader, etc. Politician, that would be a Danish politician. And government leader, I don't really know of any government leaders that I like. Not really. So I can't really answer that one. It's not gonna be any American ones. Maybe if it could be in the past. No, but I don't know. I don't know who I should choose. I don't have anything against Obama, so. Favorite? No, wait. Did you have a role model growing up? Do you have one now? And are they the same person? Growing up, role model, my dad. Now, role model, John Frusciante. So no, that's not the same person, unfortunately. But yeah, I would say my dad was my only real role model when I grew up. And John Frusciante is one of my, maybe Tom York from Radiohead is kind of a role model. I don't know. I don't know if you should call them role models or just like idols. And I think it's good to be your own role model. That's what I have to say about that. No, but next question. If you were born in the Star Wars universe, what race would you be? A Wookiee. I don't know. No, I would be anything that could be a Jedi. I would be a Jedi with a green lightsaber, or a pink one if I could be like Master Windu. No, probably green. And I wouldn't want to be Yoda's race, or maybe Yoda's race, because the Force is so strong with him. Plus, he is great with lightsabers. He's just really small, but he gets really old, so that would be a good benefit. And I'm out of cave, so I'm just gonna answer the last few questions while I dig my way to the surface. Oh, we have quite a few left. Okay, apples or oranges? I like both, but apples. I'm gonna go with apples. Coke or Pepsi? And now it's Sally B asks Coke or Pepsi. Who I enjoy both, but we almost always buy Pepsi in my house. Pepsi from because that's cheapest here. But I like, if it's the light product, then I like Pepsi Max. If it's just the diet product, it's Pepsi Max. But if it's just the Coke, then probably Coca-Cola. Burgers or dogs? And I hope you mean hot dogs. And actually, yeah, I'm gonna choose hot dogs because there's this great hot dog stand close to my, or not close to my house, but in the city, where I love to eat, and it's great. And actually, once a year they have like the Danish Championship in hot dog eating, and I usually participate with my friends because you just pay like $20 and then eat all the hot dogs you can eat, and see how many you can eat in half an hour. I ate 12 the last time. It's not like I'm anywhere close to winning, but it's just really fun to go and eat that much. Let's see. So yeah, hot dogs. Favorite author? I haven't really read too much English or American literature, so that's someone from Denmark. I don't even have one because I never read more than one book with the same author. Oh yeah, someone called Dan Tyrell. Yeah, he's from Denmark and you don't know about him, but he writes a lot of like memoirs, like stuff from the real life that he's experienced, and it's really interesting. So him. Have you ever read, watched, heard anything that changed your view of the world? I think I do every day. I think like everything I've heard in my life has changed my view of the world in some way, or maybe not. But like I think every day you see or hear something that changes your view of the world, and I can't really say something specifically, but like it changed my view of the world when I heard that when I heard about Hitler. So that's something, I don't know. Don't really know how to answer that question. Anyways, Sally B asked. Oh, that was Tank. The last two. So it's Tank Commando. So Sally B asked, "Are you religious? If not, were you?" So I like to say that I'm not religious because I don't believe in God anymore. I don't know if I really have. I've been doubting God my whole life, and now I'm like, I don't really believe. So, but I was confirmated, if that's even a thing in America, I don't know, or anywhere else. But it's like where, when you're like 13, you go in the church and you have to answer yes that you believe in God, and you have a big party with your family and stuff. And I had that because almost everyone does that in Denmark. Everyone Christian, and most people are Christian in Denmark. We're Protestants. My family's Protestant, and officially I'm Protestant too. So let's see if I can get the last few questions out of the way. If you were a dog, what breed would you be, and would you murder cats? I would be a Labrador, and I would not murder cats, but I would. It would be hard for me to resist because I don't like cats. And now I have to go. But potato or potato? I think you say potato. That's what I hear. I have only heard potato when it was said like that. Potato, potato. So I think it's actually potato. And American muscle or foreign sports car? Foreign sports car. That's gonna be it for this episode. Next episode, probably a wither fight. So see you guys then. Hope you enjoyed the second part of the AMA. And let me know if you ever want me to do one of these again, if you want some of your questions in. Thanks to everyone for the questions, especially Tank and Sally B, who like wrote me most of the questions except for like 4. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, for asking me questions, and I'll see you next time.